All right, well, I saved you from pretty much tearing this unit down, but this is a Echo PB250LN. Did a compression test on it. It had low compression, so essentially I'm going to rebuild the top half of this motor. I've already cleaned the carb, so I'm pretty sure that's going to be okay when I get it all back together. So essentially I'll take the jug, exhaust off, probably have to take carb back off again. Anyhow, I'll have to dismantle this thing and pull the jug off of it, so we'll get after it here and see what happens. And the key to all this stuff is keep all your parts together and try not to lose them. You know, these little nuts and bolts and what have you. Kind of a thing you can do is, like in this case, you know, you can put it back in here just to kind of keep track of it wherever you take it off from. That'll help you a little bit. Ultimately, you know, it's all about tracking your parts, making sure you can put it back together. Ultimately, that's what it's about. I think I got this one got to come out a little more. There we go. All right, so I'll leave that assembly together. I'll kind of stick all these parts off to the side here. All right, I'm gonna roll this up here and I'm gonna check this piston out. Yeah, it's like I thought. I didn't see any scarring. Piston looks pretty good. So, make a long story short, can't really get in there and feel that ring, but anyway, low compression. I'm pretty sure that needs the rings, as they say. Put a new set of rings put in it, or a ring in this case, which would be singular. So I'm gonna have to take all this back off. All right, just gonna pull the carb off. Try to pull it off here. All as one unit. I'm gonna disconnect these hoses. Just remember where all this stuff goes back together. That's the key. If you can do that, you know, I'd say just about anybody can probably do this stuff here. All right, this is gonna take this one off here. I don't really have to take that off. I think I'm just gonna leave that on there. Let's get down here and take this jug off this bad boy. Oh, let's get the right size. Is that a, let me see. All right, those are actually Allen's, not star bit bolts. Okay. I got about a whole big drawer full of these different sizes in here. It'll take me a second to figure out which one it is. Just bear with me. I know it's kind of boring to watch somebody or listen to somebody kind of try to figure this out, but too small, too big. All right, we're getting close. We'll get her figured out here. Too big. Oh, this one might be it. No, still too big. Okay. So they make these Allen wrenches in kits and stuff that, you know, keep them all together. But over years, you know, I've collected all these Allens, and in saying that, they're not in sets anymore. I've just got a drawer full of random Allen bits here that I just keep digging through until I find hopefully one that'll fit it. If not, that'll pretty much put a pause on the video until I can figure it out. Oh, perfect. Look at there. How you like that? All right. Show you a little trick here. So when you get to the point that you're ready to take these bolts out, and as you can see, this has got a little short tang on it. It's hard to get off. You don't have enough, most people don't have enough finger strength, wrist strength, or whatever to pull that off. So I'm going to use a cheat here. I'm going to interlock this wrench on here. I'm going to push down on it, and then I'm going to turn it and break her free. All right, there's one. And we'll do this times 4. There's 4 of these little boys on here. It'd probably be easier to put it on here without that first. There we go. And we're going to lock her on here, and we're going to repeat that process. There's 2. Okay. Come over here. We'll get her locked down in there. Again, you want to make sure you get it down in there real good. Pushing down and turning. Because if you strip one of these out, you pretty much tattooed the whole project. Okay. All right, we got those loose. Now then, I'll keep that there. We'll need that to put it back together. All right. So let's just spin these bad boys out. All right, I'm pretty sure that one's loose. Or out, I should say. Let's take this one here out. And of course I'm disassembling this, to the next level here. I didn't open my package yet and verify that I got the right ring and all that good stuff, but we're gonna find out. You trust it and hope they sent you the right thing. Pretty sure that's it. Finger got stuck there. All right, let's see what we got here. One of them still holding me, I think. I believe it's this one right here. So, take her out a little farther. Pretty sure that's loose. Well, said I thought I had them all undone, but this one's still here too. Oh, there we go. Now we got her loose. Let's set that to that side so I don't. Let's pull her up here. Okay. Keep your gasket on there. Remember which way this came off now. So your magneto is going to go on this side, which is this component here, right? This is what creates your spark. It's going to run off this flywheel. There's a little magnet that comes around here, and as it passes that magneto, it creates creates energy. Energy creates the spark through the magneto into the spark plug, and it fires on a compression stroke. You can see this piston's pretty crusty a little bit, but it's not in bad shape. I'm gonna feel inside the cylinder wall here. Yeah, she feels pretty good. I don't feel any grooves. I don't feel anything crazy, no sharp edges. I believe we'll get away with being able to reuse that. Okay. So, now the question is, do I want to take this off and soak this in the soak tank and all that good stuff? Yeah, see that ring stuck on that side over there? So, check our end play in the crank here. Nothing. Yeah, the bottom end's good. It's just this top end here we're gonna have to get a little work done to her. I might have to make this a 2-part video, because if I decide to take this off and soak it, it's gonna take a few minutes, and I don't wanna just kind of drag this out. Now there's another thing you got to notice, okay? So there's a little arrow on here. This arrow is always going to point to the exhaust side. Remember I said the magneto in here goes across the top. This was the carb side. This is the exhaust side, which lines up with that arrow. It's hard to see because it's dark, but there's a little arrow on here that'll shoot it off in that direction. And while we're here, let me look in here and see what the top of this dome looks like. Oh, it's actually pretty good. It's not a lot of carbon in there. In theory, I could probably get away with just pulling this ring off and put it back together, but you know how we're gonna do things. We're gonna do it right. So let me pause this video, pull that piston off there, and then soak it for a little bit, get her all cleaned up, and we'll put her back together. So to get this piston off, yeah, no skirt there, wear damage, no ridges. All right, so to get this piston off, there's a little pin, little circlips right here on this side and on the other side. You'll pull them out, push the wrist pin out of the crank there, pull this piston assembly off and everything. Now, the one thing you want to watch out for is when you go take this apart, a lot of times there's a couple of little washers inside here. If you take this apart and you drop one of these washers down here in this crank, it's a bad day. You probably have to split the case to get it out, and God knows what also. Strong recommendation is to make sure you put something around this so that you don't drop anything down inside that lower half of that engine when you go to take this apart, because again, you know, all it takes is one piece down in there and make a catastrophic failure out of something that, you know, you're actually trying to fix. So let me pause you. I'll come back to you here in a little bit when I go to putting this all back together.